Now I have to sort of say this is my third recording for you guys. I've had such technical issues. I've had to pull away and come back. So what I've got here now on the table is I've actually got the cards already open, because obviously I've put them on the table, and I just want to now share the message for you that I've got from the tarot, from the Voyager's Tarot. And also I've got an oracle card from the multi-dimensional oracle deck, and I will be pulling an angel card for you and also a chakra gemstone to see which chakra could support you from this reading onwards. Okay, so let's move on, and this is for any Leo placement, so sun sign, rising, north node, Venus, Mars, whatever, whoever, and if you're cross watching. So the first card that I got for you, Leo, was the Magician in the inversion. Okay, so the Magician ordinarily is about the manifester, the ultimate superior magic magician, who can actually bring all his skill sets, all his emotional abilities, and all his sort of alchemy to make things happen. Okay, the Magician also is the not only the manifester, but also the energy of bringing forth all that you desire and all that you can make happen. Now, because it's on the inversion, I feel there's some block. And one thing I forgot to mention right at the beginning of the reading here is I did do a lot of all the signs get a channeled message from me, and your message was open up and let go of the tight grip. Okay, so that's the overall kind of channeled energy that I'm feeling with you Leos out there, and only you'll know if that actually resonates or not. So I think that's really pertaining quite conveniently and very well also with the Magician being in the inversion, because as a magician you normally be very fluid, trusting the process, trusting everything's happening as it should, and creating the possibilities that you want in your life. But there's something here, Leos, that you are doing, that you are actually blocking by holding on too tightly, and this could be a mental note as well. Okay, and I've had that definite confirmation with the third card, which I'll come to. But what you need to be doing is you need to be really rejoicing. Okay, so really looking at all the good facets and the blessings you've got in your life. This is the Woman of Cups. No, ordinarily in the Rider-Waite tarot deck would be the Queen of Cups. Here in the Voyager of Tarot, it is called the Woman of Cups. And if you see this image, she's just basking in the deliciousness of life, of nature, through the sense of being exuberant, allowing herself to flourish. Okay, and the Queen of Cups knows what gives her joy. She's earned her sort of emotional stability. She knows how to embrace life. She knows how to tune into the flow of life with her emotions as well. And she also is so intuitive that she can actually access any sort of impressions or signs or voices, if you like. And I'm looking here, if you look at the bottom of the deck there, or just at the bottom of the card, there's a girl, they're holding a concho or a shell to her ear, so she's able to even listen out for the subtleties of her life. And this is for whoever's watching as well. I want you to pay attention to your emotional nature, to sort of really get what is moving you, what needs to be moved in your life. How can you actually allow yourself to bask in the beauty and the possible love that's coming into your life, and also creating things that's going to fulfill your emotional cup. Okay, literally, here we've got also, if you can look, there is a cup there with a world in it as well. So in some way you can call in anything that emotionally sustains you. Okay, but because of this Magician being here on the inverted, I feel there's definitely a block, and this is what you need to be concentrating on over here. Okay, allowing the truth of really what you want to feel instead of fearing it. I feel that, so for some of you, there is some kind of fear, some kind of mental negativity, which also I got as the third card for you here. Okay, so it's definitely some negativity, and this has confirmed that for me, because the Magician being in the in the inverted position tells me that you're blocking something, and this is, I think, for your mind. Okay, the Five of Crystals is the Five of Swords. Somebody who tends to maybe argue mentally with themselves, maybe argue with others, or feel that certain things you don't deserve, and maybe sort of dismantling anything that you might want to create or sabotage, perhaps your own good. So Leos, you really need to pay attention to that. Now at the bottom of the deck, I here also have the card of balance, and I'm going to mention this particular card because it actually popped out when I was shuffling the deck and getting the table ready for you, for the cards ready for you. And then this ended up being on the bottom of the deck. So this tells me also this is a clear message, the energy that you need to bring into this sphere of your mental negativity, because this crystal here is going to be able to really cut away this negative energy. Okay, so this is this wonderful, beautiful card I've got here, and you want to actually be able to really engage mentally in allowing to yourself to cut away anything, any mental thoughts, anybody that's really sort of draining you rather than fulfilling you, not bringing you the joy. And this is now time for you to claim the joy, things that make you feel that you want to sort of dance, or things that make you want to feel that you are alive. All right, and you have the ability to really balance. So again, really pay attention to what needs balancing in your life, and how you can actually balance and maybe even pivot with life, with whatever's coming towards you, that you can actually sort of allow that sort of natural harmony in your life to sort of come back to your being. Now the oracle card I got here as well is the actual card from the multi-dimensional oracle deck, and I really feel this is actually a really fantastic card for the reading for you, because this will help to recalibrate your spirit, your mind, and your body. These seed or beej mantras, as they're known, and particularly the symbolism, is a universal toning which helps you to come back to your center, helps you come back to yourself, and actually help to really calibrate and unify the mind, body, and spirit. So I recommend Leos that at this time, anybody, and this is a good one to do anytime anyway, but particularly if you're feeling actually sort of fragmented, disjointed, sort of very sort of, you know, unstable and not sure, and then doubting your own creative process or what you've manifested, and suddenly you're sort of actually doubting everything that you've hoped for has come in, and now you're thinking, oh, I don't know if I can do that, if I'm actually able to go through with this, or you know, I don't know if I have the emotional ability or the financial stability to be able to do what I want to do. Whatever your doubts are, and this is going to speak to people in a different way, that this chanting will really help. I also recommend particular one that I used to use and have is the Tibetan monk chanting, and you might find that on YouTube. Okay, I'm sure there'll be one there. I've not actually looked at it myself there because I've got the CD, but I really recommend that you maybe sit in space and just allow for a few moments, and as long as you can, allow yourself to bask and bathe in that sound of the which will also help to really clear any doubts or any fears that you might have. Behind actually the this balance card that I got for you, Leo, on the bottom of the deck also was a death card. So I feel that, Leos, you're going to be going through some purification process, some transformation process, and certainly is shedding a skin. At the bottom of the deck you can see there the snake is releasing, and I think now it's time for you to shed the old programming, shed the old belief systems that you might have, and particularly knowing that for the next few months, for the next 40 days, certainly as we from next week, you do have Venus going retrograde in your sign. Now this is going to affect everybody, but particularly the Leos as well, because Venus is the planet of love. It's a planet of beauty and values. So we are going to be called, all of us are going to be called upon what are our important values, and what is important for us. And of course, depending on where that falls in your chart, it's going to affect people differently. But it is a call to attention now for really claiming what is close to our heart and what we've really been wishing and hoping for. And I really feel that, Leos, some of you out there will be definitely doing the work that you need to do, and I recommend that you do the work that you need to do in order to shed that fear or whatever needs to be let go of. Okay, so I'm now also going to move on to your angel cards, and let's have a look. Okay, I've got two here that's come out. The first card I've got here is the Angel of Creativity. So as you can see, she's, you know, here looking at all these pictures. Now, creativity for me, this angel card that's going to support you at the moment and is gifting you, is to sort of look at, you know, what do you like? I mean, look, she's looking at, you know, it's like when you go to a gallery, you're sort of drawn to certain things in paintings or imagery or sculptures, and you know, it's allowing you to sort of really question, what is it do I like? So I think pertaining to this reading as well, I think this is a really important sort of how would I call it, exercise to do, to maybe tap into that kind of source of truth in yourself in terms of your values. What is important for me? What am I looking for in a person? Where do I want to live? How do I want to show up in life? And it is actually a very creative process. Creativity is not limited to painting or doing any craft or anything. Words are creative as well. But I think this is now a really good, valuable time for you to actually spend some time doing things and paying attention to, and to call on what is going to give you what's called, I would say, a creative life. Now, the second angel card that you also got, because there's two that's come out here, is also harmony. So I think this is a really nice key word to have as well as you're making these choices. What will bring me harmony? You know, what do I need to release so I can bring harmony? Because harmony is something that actually works. It sounds and feels good. Okay, harmonies in a song is always something that sort of elevates things. So what is going to elevate my life? What choices am I making towards my partner, partnerships, maybe work? You know, maybe you might find there's a lot of disharmony in where you work and you're putting up with it. And this is now really calling upon making choices that is going to unify that sense of harmony within your soul and within your own being. So this is really lovely, Leo. This is one way to really kind of engage in moving forward in the next week so, or several weeks, depending on when you see this reading. Okay, now while you've got the card here, I'm actually also going to choose a chakra pebble for you, so you can actually also perhaps support yourself in however. Okay, now we've got the third eye here as well. So this is the ajna, which is this chakra here. So as you can see, it's really close to, you know, the sound often is correlated to both the third eye as well as the crown chakra. Okay, and you know, it is really important that you actually visualize, and this creative process for me here, creativity here, is also about visualizing what you want. You can actually sort of cut out things in magazines or in your mind's eye, and particularly with this chakra as well, you know, don't be afraid to sit and really call in and visualize how you want to feel, what kind of lifestyle you want to have, what kind of work you want to have that helps you to rejoice and really embrace the good things in life as well. So Leo, I'm actually going to leave it here for you, maybe something to take away and something to think about, and maybe certainly some things to actually open up to. Okay, so because your overall message, like I said earlier, and I think I've said that earlier as well, is to open up and let go of your tight grip. So, you know, really release the negativity which may be holding you back from really speaking your truth or offering yourself fully. And just open up to what life has presented itself, you know, and embrace, you know, the magic that is really there for your taking. So, Leo, lots of love. I wish you all the best, and I will catch you in my next video. Thanks for listening, and thanks for watching. Until next time. Bye for now. Bye.